My beloved child, listen closely, for I speak not with the fleeting noise of the world, but with the eternal voice of truth. You have carried much in your lifetime. You have seen years rise and fall, loved ones come and go, and countless days pass as swiftly as the wind through the trees. You have tasted joy and endured sorrow, achieved victories and endured losses. And yet, through all the seasons, there remains something you cannot quite silence, a persistent ache that follows you even into the quiet of your later years. Do you feel it even now? That sense that something is missing, no matter how much you have tried to fill the gap? Perhaps you have built a family, worked hard, earned respect, and sacrificed greatly. Yet when the stillness of night settles in and the distractions fade, the ache awakens again. It is not an ache of the body, though your body has known its share of pain. It is not simply the ache of memory, though you carry the weight of moments gone by. No, this ache is deeper, older, more unyielding. It is the echo of eternity within your soul. I placed that ache inside you long before the world ever whispered its empty promises. It is not there to torment you, though it has troubled you at times. It is not there to condemn you, though you have sometimes mistaken it for failure. It is there to draw you, like a homing call, back to me, the source of your being. Just as the tide always returns to the shore, so too your spirit aches for its creator. Through the years you may have sought to quiet it. Some tried to numb it with hard work, others with pleasures or possessions, still others with relationships or accomplishments. But no matter how much was gained or lost, the emptiness lingered. Why? Because nothing in this temporary world was ever designed to fill what only my eternal presence can satisfy. You were not made to be sustained by fleeting things. You were made to be sustained by me. I know, my child, that sometimes this ache has frightened you. It made you wonder if you had missed something in life, if you had failed to do enough, be enough, achieve enough. But I tell you now, the ache is not a mark of your failure. It is proof of your design. You were fashioned for more than what the eyes can see and the hands can hold. You were fashioned for communion with me, and until you rest in my presence, that hunger will never be fully quieted. I have watched you try. I have seen you rise each day, giving your best to those around you, pouring yourself out, striving to be strong for others. And when no one else noticed, I saw the silent moments when the ache stirred, when you whispered questions into the night. Is this all there is? Is there more to life than what I see? Will I ever feel truly whole? Child, those whispers reached me, for I hear every thought you dare not voice aloud. And I tell you, yes, there is more. The more you seek is me. Think of how the body aches for water when it is thirsty. That thirst is not a punishment. It is a signal, a reminder that without water, the body cannot survive. In the same way, the ache in your soul is not a curse. It is a signal, a call from me to remind you that without my presence, your spirit cannot thrive. I did not create you to wander in perpetual emptiness. I created you to find fullness in me. Even now, as the years stretch behind you and the future seems shorter than the past, the ache is not too late to answer. Some believe that because they are older, the chance to discover purpose and joy has passed. But I tell you, age does not diminish my invitation. In fact, it deepens it. For you now carry wisdom, perspective, and the ability to see what truly matters. The world may call your later years an ending, but I call them a beginning, the beginning of learning to walk closely with me in ways you may not have before. The ache will not be silenced by retirement, by recognition, or even by family, though those are gifts I have given. It will not be healed by medicine, though your body may cry out for healing. It will not be eased by more things, more noise, more distractions. It will only be met when you turn to me in honesty and allow me to fill the space that has been longing for me all along. Do not despise the ache, child. It is not your enemy. It is a holy reminder that you belong to me. It is my gentle tug upon your heart, whispering that the world is not your final home. You may try to ignore it, but it will not leave you. Because I will not leave you. I am too deeply bound to you to let you settle for less than the eternal love I offer. Yes, there will be days when the ache feels sharp, like a wound that refuses to heal. You may look at the losses of your life, friends who are gone, opportunities that slipped away, strength that is not what it once was, and the ache may rise in grief. But I tell you, even grief is a doorway through which I can meet you. Every tear you have shed has been caught in my hands. Every longing of your heart has been known to me. The ache is not wasted. It leads you back to the one who can make all things new. Do you remember, child, the times you felt a fleeting joy that seemed beyond this world? A sunrise that stilled you? A moment of peace that filled you? A love so deep it felt eternal? Those glimpses were tastes of me. They were hints of the fullness that awaits you in my presence. The ache is your reminder that such glimpses are not all there is. The fullness you have longed for is real, and it is mine to give. So I say again, do not fear the ache. Embrace it as my calling. Let it lead you closer, not farther. Let it remind you that you are seen, known, and loved by your Creator. The world may not understand it, but I do, for I placed it within you. And I promise, the day will come when the ache will be silenced forever, not by distraction, not by denial, but by the overwhelming fullness of my eternal embrace. Until that day, walk with me. Speak to me of your ache. Bring me your longings, your questions, your restless nights. I do not turn away from your honesty. I welcome it. And in my presence you will begin to find that the ache is no longer an enemy, but a companion leading you toward me. For I am your wholeness. I am your rest. And I am the answer to the ache that never leaves. My beloved child, you have lived long enough to know the ways of this world. You have seen how people hide behind smiles, how they mask their wounds, how they pretend to be strong when inside they are weary. You have done it yourself more times than you care to admit. And yet, I tell you now with the tenderness of a father who sees every hidden part of you, with me you do not have to pretend. With me there is no need for masks, no need for polished words, no need to hide the aches of your soul. My invitation to you is this. Come to me honestly, exactly as you are. Do you remember how many times in your life you felt the pressure to be strong for others? When you were younger, perhaps it was for your children, your spouse, or your friends. You carried burdens quietly, thinking it was your duty not to trouble others with your pain. Even as the years passed, you may have continued that same habit, keeping the real weight of your heart hidden behind polite words and a brave face. I saw it all. I saw the moments when you smiled at others while tears waited behind your eyes. I saw the times when you said you were fine, though you felt far from it. And I want you to know, my child, you never had to hide from me. The world teaches you to cover your brokenness, but I call you to uncover it before me. The world says, show only your strength. But I say, show me your weakness, and I will be your strength. The world tells you that brokenness makes you unworthy. But I tell you, your brokenness makes room for my healing. Do you see the difference? The very thing you fear disqualifies you from my love is the very place where my love longs to enter. I know you carry regrets, choices you wish you had made differently, words you wish you had spoken, mistakes that still echo in your memory. I also know the guilt you sometimes carry, the sense that you did not do enough for the ones you loved, that somehow you fell short. Child, listen to me. I am not standing over you with condemnation. I am not keeping a ledger of failures to throw against you. My invitation is simple. Bring those regrets to me in honesty. Speak them aloud if you must. Whisper them if they feel too heavy to voice. I already know them, but when you open them before me, I begin to heal the wounds they have left. Do not be afraid of what honesty might reveal. You may think that if you peel back the layers, I will be disappointed. But I am not like the world. The world may turn its face away from your weakness, but I turn my face toward you. I welcome the truth of who you are because I created you. I know the depths of your heart more than you do, and still I call you mine. Think of a child who has fallen and scraped their knee. The wound is messy, painful, and raw. If the child hides it, pretending it is not there, the wound festers. But when the child brings it to the parent, when the wound is cleaned and cared for, healing begins. So it is with you, my child. When you bring me your hidden pain, I do not recoil. I cleanse, I comfort, I restore. What honesty reveals, my love can heal. Perhaps you have prayed prayers that felt safe, general words, polite phrases, requests that never touched the raw places of your soul. I invite you deeper than that. Speak to me as you truly feel. Tell me of your doubts, your disappointments, your fears about the future, your struggles with aging, your grief over losses that others may have long forgotten. Nothing you confess will drive me away. In fact, the more honest you are, the closer you will feel my presence. For I dwell not in the masks you wear, but in the truth you share. You may wonder, why does God ask for honesty when He already knows everything? The answer is this: because honesty opens your heart to me. I do not force myself into the places you keep closed. I wait until you unlock them by choice. Honesty is the key that opens the door, and when you invite me in, I enter with healing, peace, and love. Even now, I see the burdens you have carried silently for years, the loneliness you have sometimes felt, even when surrounded by people, the unspoken fears about growing older, about weakness, about what lies ahead, the sorrow of watching others leave this world before you, the questions that linger about whether your life has truly mattered. My child, these are not things to carry alone. Place them into my hands. Speak them to me openly. You will not be met with judgment, but with the embrace of one who loves you more than you have ever been loved. I remind you of this truth. There is no shame in being broken. There is no disgrace in admitting you need me. The shame is only in hiding, because hiding keeps you from the very love that can heal you. Do not let pride or fear keep you from honesty. I am not impressed by polished words. I am moved by a sincere heart. When you open yourself to me, you will discover that honesty brings freedom. The weight you carried in secret begins to lift. The heaviness of regret, guilt, and hidden pain begins to dissolve. You will feel lighter, freer, more whole, not because your past has been erased, but because your present is filled with my grace. Child, I have always desired your heart, not your perfection. I did not ask you to come flawless. I asked you to come real. And when you come to me in truth, you discover that my love has been waiting at the very places you feared to expose. So hear my invitation again. Come to me honestly. Lay down your masks. Let your tears fall if they must. Speak the words you have held back for years. I will not turn you away. I will not silence you. I will meet you there, with tenderness, with forgiveness, with healing, and with the fullness of my presence. The world may tell you that honesty makes you weak, but I tell you, honesty makes you strong. For when you bring your brokenness into my light, you are no longer alone in it. You and I carry it together. And in my hands, even the heaviest burden becomes light. Remember, my child, I am not asking you for perfection. I am asking you for yourself. And the truest version of yourself is found in honesty with me. Come as you are, for I am here, and I will never leave you. My precious child, lean closer, for what I will reveal to you is a mystery that has stirred within your soul since the moment I breathed life into you. You have felt it often, though you may not have always had words to describe it. It comes in the quiet moments when the noise of the world fades, when you sit in stillness and sense that there is more to existence than what your eyes can see. It rises when you gaze at the sky, when you hold the hand of someone you love, when you stand at the edge of life's beauty or life's sorrow, and realize that something in you reaches beyond this fleeting world. That longing, that pull, that hunger, that is the taste of eternity I placed within you. From the very beginning, I designed you with eternity in mind. You were not created for 70 or 80 short years and nothing more. You were not meant to fade away into dust without hope. No, my beloved, you were made for forever with me. That is why, even as your body grows older, even as your strength wanes, something deep inside you still yearns for more. Your spirit does not age as your flesh does. Your soul continues to hunger for the infinite because it was formed for the infinite. Think of the moments in your life when you felt a joy so complete that you wished it would never end. Perhaps it was the laughter of your children, the embrace of your spouse, the warmth of friendship, or the stillness of a golden sunrise. In those moments, time seemed to pause, and for just an instant, you felt a satisfaction this world cannot give. That, child, was a glimpse of eternity. I allowed you to taste the sweetness of forever so that you would know it exists and long to seek it in me. Yet I know you have also felt the opposite, the ache of endings. You have watched seasons pass, people leave, and treasured moments slip away. You have stood at gravesides and whispered goodbye. You have felt the sorrow of days gone too quickly. That sorrow, too, is part of eternity's call. For in your grief, you sense the truth that love was never meant to be temporary. The bonds you have cherished, the love you have poured out, the connections you still hold in your heart, they were planted with eternal purpose. Death cannot erase them, for I am the God of life, and what is rooted in me endures forever. This is why accomplishments, possessions, and earthly success never fully satisfy you. They were never meant to. You may have achieved much, but still felt the lingering hunger within. That is because those things belong to time, but your soul belongs to eternity. You were made for more than what can be touched or counted. You were made for communion with me, the Eternal One. Do you see now, child, why the world's answers have always fallen short? Why, no matter how much you gained, you still longed for something more? It is because I set eternity in your heart. You may have searched in many places, but all along, the answer has been me. When you feel restless, when you feel that this world cannot hold your deepest longing, you are not broken. You are awakening. That restlessness is a reminder that you are not home yet. I know you have questions about what lies ahead. I know you have wondered what happens beyond this life, what waits on the other side of the veil. Let me tell you, child, what awaits is not darkness, not nothingness, but the fullness of the eternity I planted within you. Every taste you have had here, every moment of joy, every glimpse of peace, every surge of love, was only a shadow of the glory that awaits in my presence. The longings of your soul point forward, like arrows, to the reality of forever with me. Do not be afraid of these longings. Do not try to silence them as if they are a weakness. They are my gift to you. They are my gentle reminder that you were made for something greater than this world can offer. And as your days on earth shorten, the pull of eternity grows stronger, not because life here has no value, but because your spirit knows it is drawing nearer to its true home. Remember, my child, you are not merely a body that happens to carry a soul. You are an eternal soul, wrapped for a time in a body. Your body will weaken, but your soul will not fade. Your body will return to dust, but your spirit will rise into the eternal life I have prepared for you. That is why you sometimes feel out of place in this world. It is not because you have failed. It is because you were never meant to be fully at home here. Your true home is with me, even now as you walk the path of aging, as you face the changes and challenges of later years. Know this: every step you take brings you closer to the eternity that has always been calling to you. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, every reminder of time passing is not simply a loss. It is a signpost pointing you toward the life that will never end. I am not distant from you in this journey. I walk beside you, whispering to your spirit. there is more. Keep going. Trust me. The ache you feel, the longing that never leaves, is not a cruel trick. It is the compass I placed within you, guiding you to me. And when at last your earthly journey is done, the ache will be answered in full. The hunger will be satisfied. The restlessness will be stilled. You will awaken in my presence, and the eternity you have tasted in fleeting glimpses will flood you in fullness forever. Until then, live with your heart open. Notice the glimpses I give you, the kindness of a stranger, the beauty of creation, the warmth of love, the peace of my presence. All of these are foretastes of eternity. Let them remind you that your longing is not in vain. Let them strengthen your hope. For the day is coming when what you now taste in part, you will know in whole. So I tell you, beloved, do not despair at the hunger you feel within. It is not emptiness, it is eternity. It is not a problem, it is a promise. A promise that I am preparing you for the life beyond this life, the love beyond all loves, the forever that begins and ends in me. Hold on to that promise, for I am faithful, and I will bring you home.